Okay, let's come. We are going to discuss about the modification of stem. Okay, so now you can see that I will check whether it is enlarged or not. Okay. Now it is fine. Look it. They have given about the modification of underground modification stem. Clear. Now second is the sub-aerial modification. Okay, so second is the sub-aerial modification of stem. Okay, sub-aerial modification of stem. Clear. Sub-aerial modification. I told for runner, second is the sucker, third is the rhizome, and fourth is the offset. Okay, so four is their runner, sucker, rhizome, and offset. Okay, now what is the runner?
Sir, stolen, sir.
Sorry.
Not rhizome, sir.
Sorry. Rhizome is not there. I confused because the sucker. There is one confusing question which we will discuss later. Stolon, not rhizome. Runner, sucker. After sucker is stolon, not rhizome. That will be forgot. I forgot to hear. Runner, sucker, and stolon, and one more, that is the offset. Why I told about the rhizome? Because one question that is very confusing. They have asked about the banana. Banana is the sub-aerial modification. Okay, so banana is the sub-aerial modification. It is used for the vegetative propagation. So banana is generally derived from the vegetative propagation. Okay, so can you tell this originate from which method? This originate from
Rhizome, sir.
no. That's why I'm saying.
Sucker, sir.
Someone saying rhizome, someone saying sucker. That's why I got. That will be the correct answer. Should be sucker. First priority will be the sucker. Sucker for banana. This I've given also in your NCERT +2 standard. Banana, firstly you will take, if both they have given the sucker and rhizome. Sucker, rhizome, another other thing. So you will take the sucker. If not sucker is there, if sucker is not there, so then you will take the rhizome. Are you getting or not? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
If they have given the both sucker and rhizome, so then you will take the sucker. If sucker is not there, rhizome is only there, you will take the rhizome. Clear? In this way, that's why I told the rhizome. Okay. So now you can see modification of stem. Underground stem potato, they also act as a organ of perennation, tied over condition unfavorable for growth. Okay. Sometimes this organ of perennation means protection. Suppose that this is the some plant, some flower is there. They are going to perennate. Perennate means they tied over to provide the protection. This is called the perennation. This is also PYQS. What is the perennation? Perennation means you can say tied over. Perennation means to tied over condition unfavorable for growth. When they are not getting the favorable condition for growth, they will form the perennation. Okay, they act as a organ of the perennation and they protect for the long time. Okay, when they will get the favorable condition, they will start to grow. Clear? So organ of perennation means to tide over condition unfavorable for growth. Okay, so during unfavorable condition, so that time they will stop the growth. Stop the growth means they tide over, they form like this type of the structure, perennation. Okay. Now stem tendril, this is the modification of aerial. Okay, stem tendril which is developed from the axillary bud. It is the aerial modification which we will discuss later, because now we are talking about the sub-aerial modification. Okay, so leave it sub-aerial modification, come on the aerial modification because it will come later. Aerial modification, they have given the stem tendril. Okay, so stem tendril that is found in the passiflora. Stem tendril, that is passion flower. stem tendril found in the passiflora, that is passion flower. Okay. So now unfavorable stem growth which develops from the axillary bud. Axillary bud means like that. I told already. This is the stem. From here they have direct axillary buds and are slender and spirally coiled and help flying to climb such as goats. Okay. It is found in the Cucurbitaceae family. Goats. Clear? So such type of the stem tendril found in the Cucurbitaceae family. Suppose that this is the stem. And we know Cucurbitaceae plant, they are the generally grow in creeping manner, prostrate manner. There is not erect. Okay. They can move with the help of stem tendril. They can climb anywhere with the help of stem tendril. Clear? Otherwise, they will move throughout the surface. That is prostrate. Prostrate manner they generally grow. Okay, creeping manner. So now you can see stem tendrils is develops from the axillary bud. It develops from the axillary bud. Okay. Another point, are slender and spirally coiled. This is the stem, and here they have the axillary bud, and from the axillary buds there is the arise. What arise? That is the stem tendril. They have arise the stem tendril. These have the adhering property. These have the adhering property. Clear? They can stick. So spirally coiled and helps to plant climb, such as in gourds, cucumber, pumpkin, watermelon, and grapevines. Okay, and grapevines. Axillary buds of stem may also got modified into the woody state and pointed thorns. Okay, this is the modification of aerial modification. We are talking about the aerial modification. First one is the stem tendril. Aerial modification. So first one is the stem tendril. First one is the stem tendril. Second is the thorn. Second is the thorn. Fourth is the third is the cladophyll. Cladophyll or phylloclade. Cladophyll or phylloclade. Phylloclade. Fourth is the cladode. Cladode. And fifth is the bulbil. Bulbil. Okay. Now look at here. Stem tendril. Clear. Stem tendril found in the basically Cucurbitaceae plant. Cucurbita, that is the pumpkin, watermelon, gourd. Okay, cucumber. Clear? So these are the where stem tendril found. Another is the thorns. What it is, what you can see. Look at here. Just wait. Okay, now you can see this. This I've given about the stem tendril. Now we are going to talk about the stem tendril. Okay, so here they have given. Look it. This is the axillary bud. From the axillary buds, they have the arises leaf-like structure. Okay, this leaf-like structure. This is the normally leaf-like structure, but this leaf-like structure is gets modified into the spine-like structure. These leaf-like structure gets modified into the spine. Now you can see. Axillary bud system may also gets modified into the woody. This will be the woody, straight and pointed thorn. It will be woody, straight and pointed thorn. So now you can say this is the pointed ends. Okay, the pointed ends, and this is known as the thorns. This is called the thorn. Okay, so pointed it thorns. Thorns are found in many plants such as citrus. You have to see in citrus plants there is the thorns. They have also the leaf. Okay, so citrus plants, citrus plants, they have the thorns. And bougainvillea. Okay, bougainvillea also is the example of thorns. Okay, so thorns have the two example, bougainvillea and citrus. So this is the second aerial modification. Again one, they protect a plant from browsing animals. This because if thorn is there, so the browsing animals will come, but they cannot eat to them. They cannot graze. That is grazing. Okay, some plants in arid region, that is talking about the conifers, or those plants which is found in the xerophytic condition. Arid region modified their stem into flattened. This is the another thing. Sometimes modified stem into flattened, that is succulent. Modified stem into flattened or succulent, SUCCULT, succulent or fleshy. Succulent or fleshy. Clear? So succulent or fleshy. An example is the Apunsia. Clear? So where the stem gets modified, the succulents and fleshy, by which they can store the water. Okay. So succulent or fleshy into flattened type found in the Apunsia, and fleshy cylindrical found in Euphorbia. Clear? Succulent type found into the flattened Apunsia leaf. You will see this is the flattened. It will be the flattened. And in case of the cylindrical like that, cylindrical fleshy, it will looking like that. It is found in the Euphorbia. Clear? Euphorbia. This is the stem gets modified. Okay. And Euphorbia structure. They contain chlorophyll and carry. They contain chlorophyll means what is the use of chlorophyll? It involves in the photosynthesis. So very simple concept. Now, you can see the figure which is representing the different types of the modification. So first one is the underground modification of stem, that is ginger, and here jamikand, that is Colocasia arabian jamikand, potato tuber, and this is the again B, that is the auxiliary bud modified into the tendril. That will be the stem tendril. Clear? Stem tendril. Auxiliary buds modified into the stem tendril, that is the cucurbita, cucumber, watermelon, and gourd. Cucumber, watermelon, and gourd. Now, some places stems modified into the spine. Stems modified into the spine. Example is the bougainvillea, where these stems will be cylindrical and succulent. Now you can say stem is the cylindrical and succulent. But in case of some plants, it will be modified like that, flat structure. The stem gets modified flat structure, which is found into the Apunsia, that is cactus, which is found in Apunsia or cactus. Clear? Okay. And another is this is the last one, which is involved in the vegetative propagation. This is the oxalis. Clear? Oxalis, it is the subaerial modification, which we will discuss later. Okay. So this is the underground modification of stem, and these two are the aerial modification of stem, and here this is the subaerial modification of stem. Subaerial modification of stem. Is it clear? Is it okay, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Koshur Banu, S. Sanmugh Priya, Subhalakshmi, S.R. Bhuvaneswari, Archana, Harini, Shri Daridi, Shri Vidya, Mahalakshmi, Govsika, Vijayalakshmi, Archana, Jayasri, Akshara, Monisha, and then Priya. So these people are attending. Okay. Now, read this sentence, what it have given. I told if the chlorophyll, some they form the modified chlorophyll, and chlorophyll what perform? They have given chlorophyll perform the photosynthesis. So chlorophyll perform the photosynthesis. Now you can see. Okay. Underground stems of some plants such as grasses and strawberry spread to new niches, and when older parts die, new plants and form the plants like mint and jasmine slender lateral. Okay. Listen. Now these are talking about the subaerial modification. Okay. Aerial modification, that is thorn, and one more also they have given thorn and modified stem and stem tendril. There is also cladophyll, cladode. Clear? So these are also modification of stem. You have to learn cladode and cladophyll. These are two modification of stem. Okay. Now, and there is the subaerial. Now we are going to talk. I told four. First one is the runner, sucker, stolon, offset. Runner, sucker, stolon, offset. Runner means, look it here. Suppose that this is the soil surface. Soil is there. This is the soil. Okay, surface of soil. So runner type of the plants, they generally grow. Okay, it generally grows on the surface of soil. Okay, it generally grows on the surface of soil, and runner, sucker, stolon, offset. Okay, runners generally grows on the surface of soil. Clear? It generally grows on the surface of soil, and they generally form like that. Clear? Runner, and second is the sucker. Sucker also grow on the surface of soil, but little bit sucker stolen offset. Okay, wait. Sucker, in case of the sucker, suppose that this is the soil. In the below the soil, sucker generally grow underground inside the soil. Listen what I'm saying. Sucker generally grows in soil. It is also a type of runner, but it is found below the soil. Are you getting or not? Are you getting or not? What I'm telling, are you getting?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Wait 1 second. Just wait 1 second. Wait 1 minute. PURMAFLO. Okay, sir. Just wait few seconds. Yes. Now it is fine. Okay. Yes. So what we are discussing about the aerial modification of stem. Wait a few seconds. Okay. Yes. Now, what I told about the sucker. Sucker, can you tell? Sucker, what I told? Sucker, cladode runner, stolon, offset. Cladode, stolon, offset, sucker. Okay. Sucker, it is a runner like non-green branch which develops from the axil in the underground. Okay, correct. It is the underground that which is saying it is the correct. Which I am saying it is the correct. I told runner generally grow the surface of soil. Are you understanding or not? Runners generally grow on the surface of soil, while suckers generally grow up below the soil, means inside the soil. It also like runner. It also like runner, and they grown forms new plants. Okay, it generally grow inside the soil. Is it clear? Is it clear or not? Sucker and runner clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Another one, there is the stolon. Stolon means it also grow on the surface of soil. But suppose that it is grow one time, they will bend. They will bend and they form like that. New plant, new branch, adventitious branch will arise and they again form a new plant. Then again one adventitious branch bend and they will form new plants like that. Okay. So what you will see continues. There is the formation of new branch, and here stolon continue bend. Okay. So this condition found, this is called the stolon. This is called the stolon. Okay. And last one is the offset. Last one is the offset. Clear? So last one you can say it is the offset. Clear? Offset means it is also known as the aquatic runner. Offset means it is similar to the runner. Just listen. Offset is the similar to runner, but what is the difference? It is runs on only the surface of water. It runs on the surface of water, not on the land. Runner runs on the surface of land, but offset, it is aquatic runner, which is also found on the surface of land. Okay. Now example of the first, that is the, we are talking about the runner. Okay. So runner, you can say hello. Clear? So runner example is the hello. I'm writing here, just look at the example. Okay, hello. Clear? So example is the hello. Hello means HLO. H means hydrocotyl, and L means lawn grass. Lawn grass. L means lawn grass, and O for oxalis. O for oxalis. Clear? So hydrocotyl, that is Centella asiatica. Their scientific name is the Centella asiatica. Centella asiatica. Clear? And lawn grass, Cynodon dactylon. Cynodon dactylon. Cynodon dactylon. Clear? So hello. Hello is the example of runner. Clear? Hello is the example of runner. Okay. Stolon is the jasmine, strawberry, and mint. Second is the example of Stolon. Stolon example you can write. Stolon, jasmine, mint, strawberry. Jasmine, mint, strawberry. Clear? Opposite example is the pistia, Eichhornia pistia. Eichhornia pistia. Eichhornia pistia. Clear? So it is the example of Eichhornia pistia. Okay. That is also known as the water hyacinth. Water hyacinth. That is Jalkumbi. Water hyacinth. Okay. Water hyacinth. Water hyacinth and water lily. Do you know the feature of this? Water hyacinth and water lily, they shows which type of pollination? Water hyacinth and water lily, this shows which type of pollination? Anyone? Subhalakshmi, S. Sanmugapriya, Kosur Banu. Anyone, do you know? Yes? No one is telling.
Anemophily, sir.
Ah? Who told it?
Anemophily.
Daridi, you are saying anemophily.
Yes, sir.
Excellent. Okay, this is the anemophily or entomophily. Through the water, through the wind or through the birds. Entomo means insects. So either maybe with the help of wind, that is anemophily, or with the help of insects, that is entomophily. Both type of the pollination, but never takes place with the water, because they have given the name water lily. Students, they got confused. They think if it is living in the water means definitely the pollination takes place through the water, but it was not correct. The correct will be it will take place either anemophily or entomophily. Clear? So now this is the example of offset. Okay, it is the example of offset. And sucker, I told sucker will be the banana, that means chrysanthemum and mint. Okay, banana, that is the chrysanthemum and mint. These are the, sorry. Wait. I told here this is the wrong. Mint is not there. Mint will be not. In Stolon, mint will be not. Strawberry, okay. That means mint is not. Clear? Mint will be the not there. Okay, strawberry fine. Jasmine is fine. Jasmine, you know, you have to learn, because everyone you are in your hair tidying jasmine flower. You have tied most of them. Girls I saw in South India, so they tied the jasmine flower in hair. So you have to never forget this point. Jasmine is a type of sub-aerial modification and it is the stolon. Clear? Now, sucker, I told sucker is the example you can see, that is chrysanthemum and mint. Sucker is the example of chrysanthemum and mint. Sucker, chrysanthemum and mint. Chrysanthemum and mint. Now, we are going, what I told to you, we are going to read. Underground stem of some plants such as grasses and strawberry. They are talking about the grasses and strawberry. Clear? Grasses means that is runner. Grasses means what? That is the runner. Okay. And strawberry, that will be the runner, and strawberry, I told this will be the stolon. Listen, they have example you have to clear. Grasses will be the runner, and strawberry means that is the stolon. Stolon will be the strawberry. Okay. Now what is saying? Underground stems of some plants such as grass and strawberry is spread to new niches when the older parts of die, new plants are formed. Okay. That means they will start to move. Runner means they will run and older part die and new parts will form. Okay. Another, in plants like mint, chrysanthemum and mint, that is the sucker. In chrysanthemum and mint. Okay. Chrysanthemum and mint. So mint and jasmine. Clear? Mint and jasmine. Okay. So chrysanthemum, that is the mint, and jasmine. Jasmine also will be the stolon. Jasmine also will be the stolon. So chrysanthemum, mint and jasmine, slender lateral branch arises from the base of main axis, and after growing aerially for sometimes are arched downwards to touch the ground. Okay, listen. It is talking about this. This is the talking about the, like mint and jasmine, a slender lateral branch arises from the base of the main axis and after growing aerially for some time arch downwards. Means what is talking? It is talking about the stolon. What is talking? It is talking about the stolon. I told already. This is the cylindrical branch. Cylindrical branch is growing, but sometimes it is growing and bends downward. Just look it. Bends. They have given the alter after growing aerially for some time arch downwards and to touch the ground. Now you can say this is the ground surface. It came and touched the ground, and there is the formation of new branch takes place. Okay, that is lateral branch, means axillary branch. So a lateral branch with the short internodes and each nodes bearing a rosette leaves and tufts of the roots in found aquatic plants like Pistia and Icania. Means this is talking about the opposite. This is talking about the opposite. So this is the example of mint and jasmine. This is the example of stolon. And here they are talking about the runner. So first one is the runner. Grasses is the runner. Mint and jasmine, it is the stolon. And offset, that is the Eichhornia pistia. These are the offset. Banana is the sucker they have given. In banana, pineapple and chrysanthemum. In banana, pineapple, chrysanthemum, the lateral branches originate from the basal underground portion of the main stem, grow horizontally beneath the soil and come out obliquely upward, give rise to the leafy shoots. Okay, it have given, suppose that banana which we have seen in the banana, that is the sucker. Sucker means what I told to you. Sucker runs inside the upper side, inside, below, inside, or upper surface of the soil.
Below, sir.
Yes, I told sucker generally runs in banana. If you have, I saw in your side too much agriculture business for banana. Okay, so you know very well banana how it is growing. Okay, so now you can see in banana, pineapple and chrysanthemum. Pineapple and chrysanthemum, the lateral branches originate from the basal underground. They are saying basal underground portion of the main stem. Suppose that this is the soil. In the soil, they have the stem. In the soil, they have the stem. This is going to grow. Okay, and they have the which type of branch? Lateral branch. Lateral means axillary. Axillary bud. They have the axillary bud which is growing inside the soil. Axillary bud. This auxiliary buds, it is going to formation. Okay, it is going to form new plants like that. Is it clear? So this is found into the banana. Okay, so now you can see the lateral branch originates from the basal underground. This is the you can say basal underground stem. Basal underground stem. Clear? Basal underground stem. Okay, so basal underground stem and portion of the main stem grows horizontally. Now it is growing horizontally beneath the stem, beneath the soil. Now you can see it is only grow beneath the soil. So beneath the soil and then come out obliquely. Sorry, it will be the obliquely, not straight. I drawn here straight. It should be the obliquely. It is moving. It will be grow like that obliquely. Clear? Obliquely upward, giving rise to a leafy shoot, and it will give the leafy shoot. So this is the sucker. It is the type of sucker. Sucker found in the banana. Now your concept clear. You will never forget about the rhizome. That will be firstly you will take the sucker. If rhizome is there, no sucker, so then you can take. Otherwise, the answer should be sucker. Is it clear? So subaerial modification clear. Price and that is the
Yes, sir.
runner, offset, stolon, sucker. Runner means they generally runs on the soil surface. Offset they runs on the water surface. Aquatic runner. Example, hello, that is hydrocotyl Centella asiatica and Cynodon dactylon lawn grass and oxalis. Clear? So these are the runner. Then offset Iconian pistia and then sucker, that is the banana, where this is also beneath the soil. It is growing horizontal stem, horizontal main stem. They have the lateral branch. From the lateral branch obliquely stem is growing. Okay, obliquely leaf shoot is arising. Okay, so like that. And the last one is the uh, stolon, where the this also some stem is growing and adventitious bud which grows laterally, then bends downwards and touch the soil. Again, they form the new like that. Okay. So this is the overall story about the modification of stem. Three types of modification we have studied: underground, subaerial, aerial. Okay, underground, that is the rhizome and tuber and bulb. Yes, rhizome, tuber, bulb, and colocasia. These are also, that is called corm. Clear? Colocasia and jamicum, it is known as the corm. C-O-R-M. Okay. Then subaerial, this we have seen just now, and aerial, that is thorn, stem, tendril, phyloclad, cladode, and sometimes stem totally gets modified into the thick cylinder or fleshy. Okay, fleshy found in the aponcia and thick cylinder found in the that what you say. I forgot the name of plant. Okay, clear. So this is the story about the modification of stem. Okay, and now we are going to start about the leaf because we have time 7 minutes. So now we are going to start about the leaf. Let's start. Leaf. We know the characteristic of leaf. Leaf originate from the axillary bud. Now you can see. Wait 1 second. Page number 69 finished. So leaf is a lateral bud. Lateral bud I told already, lateral or axillary bud. The leaf is lateral, generally flattened structure borne on the stem. Okay. It develops at the nodes and bear. It develops the node and bears bud in the axil. It develops node and bears the bud in axil. The axillary bud, I told already, the axillary bud later develop into the branch. Leaves originate from the shoot apical meristem. Stem, S-A-M, sham. Okay, so sham, shoot apical meristem, and are arranged in an acropetal order. What they have given? Acropetal order. Anyone, can you explain what is the acropetal order? Acropetal order. Daridi, Subhalakshmi, S.R. Bhuneshwari, Sanmugpriya, Harini, Koshurvanu, Archana. Anyone, can you tell acropetal order? Yes, Solunga.
Sir, young leaves are at the top and the oldest leaves are at the bottom.
Very good. Youngest at the top and oldest leaves at the bottom. Excellent. You have studied one type of inflorescence which is known as the racemose type of inflorescence. Racemose. What is the racemose? Suppose that if race started between Karthik sir means your botany teacher, and between me. Suppose that this is the example for you. The race started between the Karthik sir and me. So who will run very fast?
You, sir.
Why? Because I am the young in compared to botany sir, he is old. I am younger. Okay. So in case of this, you can understand. Racemose means race. If the race is going on, suppose that older flower and younger flower. If the race will started, who will run very fast? Younger. So in this way, the younger flower means the younger flower will be present at the apex. Suppose that this is the younger flower. Younger flower present at the apex region, while older flower at the base. Clear? Older flower at the base, younger flower at the apex. So same statement also given by the S. Sanmukpriya. She said, what she said? She said apex means youngest leaf. Youngest leaf present at the apex, while older found at the base. Older found at the base. Clear? So this is the acropetal arrangement. Is it clear? Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Okay. Now, what they okay, acropetal order. They are the most important vegetative organ for photosynthesis. Okay, we know because chlorophyll found in the leaf. So that's why it is considered as a vegetative organ which involves in the photosynthesis phenomenon. Okay. Again, a typical leaf consists of the three main parts. Now we are going to talk about the leaf. I'm drawing the structure. suppose that this is the stem. This is the stem. Okay. In this stem, they have the different region. So here, this is the region, here the region, and one more region here, here the region. Okay. This region is called the node. At the node region, they have also another structure, which is known as the base. This is called the leaf base. Okay. This is also known as the leaf base. Okay. From the leaf base, there is another structure which is known as the petiole. So now you can see they have also petiole. After the petiole, you can look at here the green structure, and this green structure is known as the leaf. Okay. Now you can see leaf have the three main parts. What is the three main parts? Now I'm going to write, just look at. First one, from where the leaf generally arise, this is called the leaf base. This is called the leaf base. Clear? And the structure by which, this is the structure by which leaf means lamina. Lamina gets attached with the stem. That is called the petiole. This is called the petiole. Clear? This structure is known as the petiole. And this structure is known as the lamina or leaf blade. This is known as the lamina or leaf blade. So three parts generally found into the leaf. Now you can see a typical leaf consists of the three parts: leaf base, petiole, and lamina. So here this is the structure, green structure. This is the leaf base. This pink structure is the petiole, and this dark green structure is the lamina or leaf blade. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
The leaf is attached to the stem by the leaf base. I told already. Okay, I think now your concept clear. Just come down. Okay, this I've given. If you look this structure, look this figure, then here. Okay, this is the petiole, and here the structure by which they have arise, that is the leaf base, and it is the axillary bud. Here they have the axillary bud, and in between that is the reduced leaf-like structure. Reduced leaf-like structure, that is called stipules. Okay, if they have the stipules, that is called stipulate. If no stipules, that is called ex-stipulate. If they have the stipules, that is called stipulate, and if no stipules, that is called ex-stipulate. Okay, now you can see same structure, that is petiole, and here lamina, that is lamina insertion. This is the